Alright guys, seriously, give me a woot woot if you feel my pain. Is there anybody out there that no matter how many hours they seem to pour into it, still seem to suck at Super Street Fighter 4? For the life of me, no matter how many hours I pour in, no matter how many combos I attempt to memorize, for some reason, I still suck online. These people are kicking my ass. I can't beat medium mode. I have yet to succeed at beating medium mode. I can beat every difficulty under medium during arcade mode, but nothing else. The combos are so hard to pull off within context when there's actually things moving around and you're going, oh my god, within a sterile environment, you know, in the training stage and everything, when you're not, like, required to be fighting somebody at the same time, it's easier to pull off a combo because, you know, there's no stress. But when the stress is on, for some reason, I'm like, okay, which button do I press? Which button do I press? And it's, oh my god, I'll calm down now. I will calm down about Super Street Fighter 4 because really it's a great game and I'm loving it. It's actually one of my favorite games right now. But for the life of me, every time I get online, get my ass kicked. I'm playing Sakura right now just because I was looking around and I was like, okay, which one of these can I potentially dress up like Nagito when I start unlocking stuff? Oh, okay, there we go, close enough. And so this is the way I choose characters online, by the way. I'm like, okay, can I potentially dress this character up as my favorite anime character? Possibly, let's do it. Although, from what it looks like, Super Street Fighter 4 really doesn't have that many customization options as far as your characters are concerned. At least so far from what I've seen. I haven't really gotten into anything like that. I've been unlocking new colors and stuff and new taunts, so maybe I just need to browse around the menus some more. But so far, it's not like Soul Calibur 4 where you're going to be like making your own character and you can like have them have purple hair and everything, which is really cool. That was quite nice when I was playing that. Being able to like go in and basically take a character that's already there and go, all right, I'm going to make you like completely different. And that's quite nice. Although this is far less. I'll tell you the difference between Street Fighter 4 and a lot of other fighting games that I've played. A lot of other fighting games, I've been able to jump in and start kicking ass like immediately. Like there isn't all that much to it. You begin to realize that it's like, okay, you learn these particular strategies and you start just whooping butt online. People start bitching at you because they call you a spammer or whatever. But you know what? People who cannot defend against spam need to stop complaining about spam because they need to increase their skills. Not that I spam or anything. Ha ha ha. Wink, wink, wink. I do at Street Fighter because I'm not very good at it. So I end up going, oh crap, how do I defend against this guy? Hadouken, 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 Hadouken. And that's what I do. That's how you keep somebody at a different distance. And players who have some experience know how to overcome that in about 2 seconds. And you go, oh, fudge. I can pull off some combos and some special moves and whatever. It's just like the thing with Street Fighter 4 and with Street Fighter in general from what I've played at is that it really does require a lot of on-the-fly thinking. You can't turn your brain off when you're playing Street Fighter. It isn't like so many other fighting games where it's just about like twitch, twitch, twitch. It's all twitch-based. Like a Street Fighter, there's all these tactics. It seems so simple when you're just looking at it. You're going, yeah, okay, this is just a normal fighting game. But no, there's so much tacticalness that goes on and people's strategies when you see them play online. What I love about Street Fighter is that you notice people don't play the same. I've noticed so many different people play characters completely uniquely. When I play online for most fighting games, you see almost everybody plays for the most part pretty much the same, it seems like. With Street Fighter, it's like everybody's a unique opponent because the components in the game are made so well. It's so well crafted that it's really made, it's almost like a game of chess when you really start getting into it. It's not even like, it stops being more of like an action fighting game and more of something of a intellectual Twitch-based thing. Not Twitch-based, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you can literally sit by for hours and formulate like new attack strategies for these characters. And the moveset isn't as extensive as I thought it was going to be. It's just the ways that you can move these moves together and use them to kick ass is really, it's quite addictive once you get into it. The problem is, like, I'm looking at Sakura and I'm like, okay, how can we turn you into a fighting bitch that can take on everybody? And I start realizing, oh, I really am not all that great of a fighter. The one thing I love, and it's one of the things I shall cherish forever, is when you get that feeling, when you finally kick the butt of a guy, then you're fighting him and you're like, yeah! You finally beat somebody online, and you just feel like cheering. I do a little victory dance and everything. Sure, it was probably some 10-year-old who just like managed to log into his brother's account or whatever. But at least I beat somebody online. Somebody was worse than I am at Street Fighter. You can tell most of the time when I'm fighting them, I'm like, are you kidding? Are you even going to, move or block that? Or, okay, I'm just going to wail on you then. It's those lucky moments where I'm like, finally, I am that close just that close to getting platinum. And getting platinum on this is going to be nearly impossible. It's like, oh yeah, defeat the hardest difficulty and then also beat the secret boss and do this and complete arcade mode with every single character on medium or above and there's just so many of these really hardcore trophies. And I've got to say, some people complain when trophies are too hard to get. I honestly feel like in order to get a platinum trophy, you have to go through hell. I hate it when a game just kind of like, yeah, beat through the game a couple times and get this and that, and then you get your trophy. Like, I love it when a game literally pushes you to the edge and says, all right, if you want your platinum, you've literally got to master this inside and out. That's what's so great about Super Street Fighter 4, and probably one of the reasons why I'm not going to end up selling it. So many games I just end up going, I've had enough of this, and I sell them. Street Fighter 4 requires you to really master it in order to get into the main meat of the game. And that's not something that I can say about so many things. It actually requires commitment. It requires you to put in hours and to understand that the guys at Capcom know what the hell they're doing, and they expect you to know what the hell you're doing as well. So that's my piece on Super Street Fighter 4, which is an amazing game with amazing graphics, and it has some of the most largely thighed women I've ever seen in my life. Can we just talk about the art for a moment? My mother, who is usually the one that always complains about, not complains, but she always makes a comment of like, oh yeah, that character's realistic because they're too thin or whatever, or their legs are like up to here, and she looks at them and goes, oh my god, this is like some kind of male sexual fantasy. When she saw me playing Street Fighter 4, she was like, oh my god, look at their thighs. Oh, that's disgusting. Why wouldn't they want to make their characters look attractive? And I was like, wow, for once, Mom, you're coming in here and saying that their thighs look disgusting and everything, and their faces are like too manly and everything, when you're usually the one who's looking at it going, oh, what kind of weird male fantasy is this? So that is rather amusing, the fact that the guy who designed these characters seems to have a huge thigh fetish and seems to give them very mannish faces. Which is, it's not really a complaint on my part, but there isn't anybody in this game that, unfortunately, I have the cyber hots for, which is really a shame. In so many fighting games, there has to be at least one character that has to embody everything that my male testosterone needs, and there's really nobody here for that because they have such huge thighs, and it's just like, I don't go for that. That's not tasty. This is MPig, and I am signing out. Now I'm going to have thigh nightmares. I'm going to see Chun-Li beating the crap out of me in my dreams. Peace.